Hello, my name is Ethan, and I'm going to be showcasing the app Cranny. Cranny is an intuitive book journal app designed to revolutionize the way you keep track of your reading journey. With Cranny, you can easily log the books you read and maintain a comprehensive record of essential details, such as the main characters, summaries, and your book progress. More than just a personal library, Cranny allows you to connect with friends and share your reading progress, creating a vibrant community of bookworms. Whether you're a dedicated reader, a member of a book club, or simply someone seeking an organized approach to your reading adventures, Cranny is a perfect tool to capture and cherish your literary experiences. Say goodbye to forgotten details and hello to a beautiful organized book journal with Cranny. Let's begin. Cranny uses Google authentication to allow users to sign in. Let me do that now. I'm going to use this account. Alright, first thing you see is your profile. It lets you see what books you currently have that you're sharing to friends, as well as what your bio, display name, and username is. If we swipe to the left, we can see our friends list. Here we have Krista, William, and Rob3. Rob3 has no books shared, and Krista has a private profile, but Will has 3 books. Let's check them out. Megan and Harry. Interesting. Summary, a Wall Street Journal's bestseller. Interesting. Looks like Will didn't give it a review. Oh well. I think I have one book in common with Will. Seems to be the Megan and Harry book. Do I have any other similar books? Nope. Looks like I just have one. Let's see what my favorite friends are up to. Looks like they haven't been doing too much reading. Oh well. If I swipe all the way over to the left, I can see I have a new friend request. Let's accept them. Friend was added. Interesting. Let me just swipe over here. Let's check out friend's profile. Ethan needs us to test friend stuff. Fun! Oh, and looks like they have one similar book as well. We all share the Megan and Harry book. Okay. Now that I have a new friend, I think I want to make my profile private. Don't really want anyone seeing what I'm reading. I also kind of want to change my username. Let's make it fun. 0 fun! Great, my username was changed. Let's head back home and see if it changed. Sweet, it did. Okay. How about we add a new book? Add a book. Now, I can enter in the stuff manually, but I'm pretty lazy. So I'm going to search for it instead. Let's look for the book Harry Potter. Seems like there's a lot of them. But if I type in stone, because I know there's stone in one of the books, we can get a Philosopher's Stone book and the Sorcerer's Stone. I'm looking for the Sorcerer's Stone, so I'm going to choose this one. And then I'm going to add it to my library. Now, if we're looking at our bookshelf, we can see that the new book is there, and I have my other 2 books. Now, I haven't really given this one a rating or anything, so let's go down and give it one. I can change the author name, the publisher, and anything else I want. And I also purchased this from Amazon, so let's go ahead and tell my friends where I purchased it from. So I got this on Amazon. And I'm not going to change the summary because I got that from the search. Let's get down here. Main characters. I haven't really read the book yet, so I know that Harry Potter is a main character, but I haven't really seen who else is in the book. I haven't really read it yet, but I did peek at the front page and I kind of liked it, so I'm going to give it a 2 to 3 star. Let's just go with 3 for now. And my journal entry is perfect. Let's go ahead and save it. Now I can see my ratings there. Let's go see what my friends can see. Okay, perfect. They can see the new information I just entered, where I bought it from. Great. Now that I'm back in my profile, the last thing I want to do is go ahead and change my profile picture to something else. So I'm going to use... let's do this picture of Heisenberg here. Perfect. I got myself a new username, new profile picture, and a new book. Thank you for checking out Cranny. Hello, it's Ethan again. In developing the application, I gained proficiency in using Android Studio and found comfort in working with it. Although Kotlin was a new language to me, its similarities with C# made the learning process manageable. Building a social platform within the app proved to be an interesting challenge, leveraging my prior experience with databases to handling Firebase's server and user data operations efficiently. However, reflecting on the development process, I realized the importance of thorough planning, particularly regarding the database structure. If I were to undertake this project again, I would recommend mapping out all the necessary data to be stored in the database from the beginning. This would have saved me a lot of time and effort spent on revisiting and modifying what was already being saved and what was not being saved. Overall, my experience with Android Studio Kotlin in developing a social platform for the app has been valuable. Planning ahead and considering the database structure from the outset is a key takeaway that I will implement if given the opportunity again. Next on the team is Krista with her takeaways.
Over the course of this project, I learned a lot about building an Android app, creating all the layouts, having them move between each other, creating inputs for text, image buttons, just building everything together. If I was to do something differently, I would have a set layout for everything that is supposed to be done, how I want it to be done. That way I have a solid game plan going forward so that I'm not going back and forth between each activity.
Hello, my name is Robert Ferganese, and I was tasked with creating the drawer-based menu and the edit book functionality. Some learnings that stuck with me was tackling various layouts simultaneously and implementing various coding techniques within the Android Studio IDE. It was both a challenge and a fun experience learning the syntax of the Kotlin programming language. I also learned a lot of coding techniques from my peers, which was a fun experience that helped broaden my own skills. Some key takeaways while development was that I would have developed the drawer-based menu differently without the need to overlay so many layouts to get it as polished as the final product. I feel like I could have done everything regarding the menu on the layout with 1 or 2 max. I also would have taken more time to implement the sorting of the favorites, genres, and the tags and included them on the drawer-based menu so the user can easily click and sort through those items.
Alright, brief summary of learning. My name is William Hoover. I was a member of Cranny. I worked on the scrape. This project I learned a lot. For instance, I had to learn new programming language, the Kotlin programming language, and IDE, the Android development. I also learned how to build a scrape using the Google Book API to scrape that information for the different books, and then when a user clicked add book to add said information to their library for use later. That was very interesting to learn. It was complicated. It challenged me, but I know going forward that if I had to build another scrape, it would go by much quicker. Takeaway and things I might have done differently if I were to develop this application again, or expand upon it in the future. If I was going to work on this more, I would build another scrape, a second scrape, that would gather the books that are similar to the one that you are viewing and then display it at the bottom. I would also figure out a different way to gather up the thumbnails for the books, because using the Google Books API and then using Glide to show the thumbnails is what I did this time. However, I've had issues with it since I first implemented it, so I would like to look through a different way to show the thumbnails. But other than that, I would just continue what I'm currently doing. Maybe work on security a little bit more, securing the our API key and the user information and things like that. But all in all, I had a really good time. I had a very challenging experience with this, but I learned a lot, and yeah, very excited for the future.